Securing a conviction in a gender-based violence case is not an easy undertaking. This is so because most perpetrators are either close relatives or intimate friends to the complainant. As such, most complainants feel uncomfortable to give testimony against their beloved ones. This has posed a great challenge on law enforcement officers, as Assistant Senior State Advocate at the Ministry of Justice, Kapemba Chitundu, is aware of the view that prosecutors dealing with such cases at the subordinate courts are not qualified to handle the matters.
These police prosecutors are not all trained. Like the PS was saying, they don't treat these victims right. The victim will actually feel like they are the ones who have offended. They go to court and they are asked, why have you come to report? The instances when they report, they are made to feel like they are lying. So we need training, capacity building of the investigators, of the prosecutors at the police, at the lower courts, because they deal with these cases most of the time and they're not trained. Their investigations are so bad that sometimes you get a file at the office and the evidence is there. Even when you don't need DNA, you don't need forensics, just the direct evidence you find the investigators won't have investigated.
Detective Chief Inspector Vincent Siabona of the Zambia Police Victim Support Unit admits this challenge.
We thought, first of all, to provide training to these officers, but I think along the way we've also realized that we've neglected our colleagues, because the case starts with the Victim Support Unit, and then it has to be passed on to our prosecutors for prosecution in the courts of law. But then I think we've also realized that there's a knowledge gap. Our VSU officers well sensitized, well trained on how to deal with GBV victims, but then our colleagues on the other side have remained.
And former First Lady, Dr. Maureen makes suggestions on how the vice can be combated.
Men to be in the forefront to fight gender-based violence. We should put in place the men and remind them that this is a community issue, since men commit the overwhelming majority of violent acts against women and girls.
Gender Permanent Secretary Edward Mutale has however urged members of the community to play a pivotal role in combating gender-based violence.
It's important that we just keep on sensitizing communities, families, that
ladies and gentlemen,
or a young man that
as an institution whose mandate includes the development,
they cease to be an ordinary family member. They become criminals.
It is unfortunate that while strides are being made to combat the scourge, many Zambian women continue to lose their lives as a result of gender-based violence. Indeed, concerted effort is needed to stop the vice. Mwapek Wenda, Muvi TV News in Lusaka.